What is up there, YouTube? It's Mojo from New Zealand 100 CoC, and again, I need to fix the name of my channel to Pineapple Lumps CoC or something like that. But there are some people who I told about my channel, and I'm not sure if they've looked at it yet, so I'm gonna wait on that so that they're not confused if they type in New Zealand 100 CoC and then, nothing comes up. So what's going on, really quick update is last video, actually I don't remember which one I uploaded, but I did a raid session when I got back from my church mission trip, and I lost one because my dad started talking and yelling over something stupid. I don't remember exactly, but it distracted me because I had to try to calm him down while I was in the middle of the raid. And then I lost time, and the only thing that made me lose was that my Archer Queen didn't have an extra 20 seconds to clear up buildings that were out of range of defensive units. So that was a bummer, but it was only 15 cups, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Anyway, let's do a quick replay. I bought the full version of the app that I was using, the recordable app. Sorry for that stutter a second ago. And now, so what I did was take out that archer tower and air defense down on the bottom right, so that my loons would funnel towards the center. And my minion placement was not the best. I should have waited a little bit more for some of them, like at least for that army camp and maybe even that gold mine down on the bottom, and then drop them from where my CC was so that they would go more towards the town hall. But I still got the town hall, still got the 50%, and still got a buttload of loot. So altogether, it was a good raid. Let me 2 times it for now, because it goes a little slow. I wait for my minions to take out the Barbarian King and the Dark Elixir Drill, because I wanted the Dark Elixir, but I wasn't sure if they would take it out. So I waited, and then I placed my heroes to go ahead and get that Dark Elixir storage and the gold mines. So boom, boom, boom. Got my heroes, and this is my last raid of the session, so I let my heroes die out all the way because I was buying a 2-day shield to participate in my clan's war. I don't want to have to work around a 16-hour shield for when I get 3-starred when I go offline. Drop my lightning spell also, since I didn't really wanted to start fresh so I could do any army composition for my war, and those 2 elixir collectors were close together, so it profited me about, I think it was a little over 20k loot after the 22k elixir that it takes for a lightning spell. Needed a sip of coffee. Alright, so let's show one more replay. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. Let's let's go ahead and pick okay, I guess this one, because this is the one I use the most troops on, so maybe it was the closest one. Even though I got a... Okay. Oh, okay, I think I remember this raid. It was pretty easy. Okay, so I dropped, I think it was 2 loons on that top, or the very right archer tower. 2 loons on that Tesla, and then I dropped a couple more, and they went towards the cannon up at the top there. So I let them take that out, and then I think I dropped a couple... Okay, never mind, I started over from the left. Drop my minions to take care of that Tesla this time while my loon was distracting the archer tower. Then I dropped, I think, 3 loons there on the top right archer tower. And since there was an air D here, and I looked and saw that there's a spot for a Tesla, I figured that it was at least a possibility, so I went with a rage spell and 4 or 5 loons. I went with 2 more loons so I could take it out. got their clan castle out now. So I think what I did was I lured them down to the Barbarian King and Archer Queen altar. And that was a bummer that I didn't get that Archer Tower. But, oh, okay, never mind. I tried to take out the Archer Tower and the CC, which I still failed at. Whenever I take out the CC with a lightning spell, I try to put it either over a building that is weak or one that's a one-shot building like a builder hut or an altar. And then I drop my CC loons on with a rage spell on that Air D and Archer Tower. Took both of those out, so that cleared up a lot of percentage. So this is kind of like a quick loon guide. My army comp now is 20 loons and 60 minions. I was using 24 loons and 50 minions, but I switched it up because 20 loons is a faster build time. Once you get the hang of using loons, you can use less and less and still clear up bases. But start with like maybe even 26 is how I started, but that was more so that I didn't have to use my CC loons all the time. So at least start with 24 and then 60 minions for a Town Hall 9. For a Town Hall 10, either do 28 loons and 60 minions or 24 loons and 70 minions. Having a bunch of extra minions is really great because then if you have a rage spell, or even if you don't have a rage spell, you can clear up a lot of percentage by just dropping 10 minions. They'll take out at least 2 buildings unless it's 2 storages, but minions do a lot of damage per second, so they're pretty good for that. So let's do one more replay. Let's do this one because it was a 12 cupper. This base was offering 37 cups, so I almost pooped my pants when I saw it, especially with one of the expos being down. That's awesome when you can find that. And 2 Archer Towers. Actually, let me go back real quick because this is really clutch here in the beginning. Those air mines or air bombs, I'm sorry, almost took out my loons, but I managed to take out both of those Archer Towers with just 1 loon each up here on the top by distracting with some minions so that the Air D wouldn't shoot at them. And both of my loons got 1 shot and then dropped, which takes out a max level Archer Tower. Then I dropped some loons here with a rage spell, the rage is kind of pointless. Whatever, I'm kind of just wasting loons here, not on purpose, but because I'm bad. Did the same thing over here just because it worked and I wanted to play it safe. So, mini balloon guide. I already said army composition. Spells, I use 3 rage and 1 lightning, and I always bring clan castle loons. A clan castle minions or a clan castle drag and 5 clan castle minions could probably work too, as long as you drop the if you have a drag, you want to drop it away from an air defense, and if you have minions, you want to drop it away from max level Archer Tower, because that takes out a minion in 1 shot, Teslas, and Wizard Towers, and Expos if they're pointed up. So minions are probably the worst thing to have, but they're still not useless. So then after you clear out Archer Towers and air defense that's covering a lot of percentage on the outside, just drop your minions 1 by 1 so that if a defensive building starts shooting at them, you don't waste too many minions. Like if I would have dropped 5 minions up here on the top right, that air defense would have destroyed 5 of my minions instead of just 1. Because I don't know, like I know that air defense shoots 10 tiles, but I don't count it out and I can't tell exactly, so sometimes you just have to put a test minion. And that's also for air bombs. If you put 6 minions down or something and then an air bomb comes up, like you're screwed. That air bomb will take them all out. Let me get another sip of coffee. The coffee is so good. I wish it was healthy. Alright, so then another thing you can do with, or another thing that's good about saving a bunch of minions is that if you only have 49% or 48%, you can drop like 6 minions on one building, and then they'll take it out like a loon would if it was a defensive building. So saving some loons is good for taking out a couple extra percentage points, especially if there's a lower health building like a mortar or a like a collector. So that's a mini loon guide. Just take out defensive structures that can shoot air troops that cover a lot of percentage, then drop your minions one by one, and then use your heroes if needed, clan castle loons if needed, and I always use all of my minions because if I win a raid, the loot bonus is more than I spent on minions anyway. So I always use all my minions, even if it's just to grab a little bit of extra loot. So that's that. That's a mini loon guide. I'll be making a live clan war raid later, so stay tuned. And this is how you get to Champions League, because I was in Champions League as a Town Hall 9. To prove it, there's my sweet victory on the right there. 32-39 cups. That's obviously in Champions League. I just dropped because of a couple defenses and a couple bad raids. Actually, well, there's like one bad raid and then a couple raids where I was just farming because I had happened to hit Champions League. So that's that. Stay tuned for the live clan war raid, and thanks for watching, guys.